Everyone, Mike here from Get Fit Over 40. We're doing a bit of a camera test. So I'm using my Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, and basically I'm using the primary front lens here. Just make sure it's clean. Yeah, it looks pretty clean, good. And so I'm using the main lens. I've got that, you can see here through the Osmo, the Osmo Nano, that I've actually recording using the main lens, and I can't really see my actual phone screen. So that's why you can kind of see here, I don't know if you can see it, but on my actual watch, I'm viewing what's on my camera. So I can see I'm streaming what's going on my phone, my Samsung Galaxy, onto my watch. So I'm using my watch as a screen, so I don't have to use the phone screen. But this allows me to use the primary lens, the 1X lens on the front of the camera, or I guess it would be the back, but it's the main back lens. So when you use that lens, you can't see the screen. That's the downside, but it's the best lens on the camera. And the best, not just the best lens, the best sensor. It's a 50 megapixel sensor. It's the highest quality, and it's the one you want to use when you're recording. The only problem is I've got my hand extended all the way out, and it's not a super wide field of view. And sometimes you're going to want a wider field of view. You want to show more of what's going on behind you. You want to show more of the scenery. And so this 1X lens isn't always ideal, and you don't want to switch it to the ultra wide lens, which is a 0.5 instead of a 1. So it's half. It's going to give you about twice as much sort of background, but it's just not as good of a lens. It's not as good as of a sensor, and it's not ideal. And you don't want to use the rear camera, so the one that's facing you when you've got the screen facing you, because that's a very low quality camera. It's a low megapixel sensor. It's a lower quality lens. It's not going to record the highest resolutions either. Usually you might be able to do 4K on some cameras, but you're not going to be able to get 60 frame or higher frames, or the best quality, let's put it that way. So what's the solution if you want a wider aspect ratio in a situation like what I'm using right now? Well, you're going to have to put some sort of lens adapter on it. I'm using a case. You can see it here. I don't know if this shows it up. I want to bring it in close so you can see my phone screen. You can see my watch screen that shows my phone. You can see this case that I'm using. And this is a Neewer case, and it allows me to put lenses, screw the lenses on right to the actual camera, make a super tight attachment. You're not going to fall off or anything. They're easy to put on and off, and I can put them on my 1X lens. I can even put them on my 5x zoom lens. So if I want to get a little bit even more zoom, because this lens, well, it would be less of a zoom, but there's different reasons why you might want to put this lens on your zoom lens. I wouldn't do it, but I would primarily use, it's basically a wide angle lens, which is going to be the next lens I'm going to put on here to show you what it looks like when you put a wide angle lens and how much field of view you get, how much background you get. And then I'm actually going to put on it's basically, it's a fisheye lens, so it's like even wider. So we're going to start with the wide angle lens next. I'll put that on now, and we'll take a look and see how it looks. All right, so we have the wide angle lens, and this is a Neewer lens. I believe it's, I don't know exactly what it is, to be honest. I'll put it up on the screen, but it's their wide angle lens. I don't know what field of view. I think it's an 18 millimeter, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But you can see how we have so much more background. Typically, you're not going to necessarily get different depths of fields of view, but you just get way more background. So I'm not so close to the lens using this wide angle. So this would kind of be, I guess, an ultra wide, because the main 1X lens is considered wide angle, and then the 0.5 is considered ultra wide. That's the built-in lenses on the camera or on the phone, the S24 Ultra. iPhones are going to be similar. They have a similar setup, slightly different. But these lenses do work with different cages and different phone cases that you can screw these different, they're basically a 17 millimeter thread lens that thread onto the camera. And there's supported cameras. You just have to look in to see which phone, which camera works with it. But this is the ultra wide. So this is the wide angle adapter for the 17 millimeter thread. So next we're gonna test out the fisheye lens to see how wide we get. That one will basically distort some things a little bit. Fisheye lenses will distort, round the edges a bit. This ultra wide lens here, wide angle adapter, is hopefully not distorting things too much. It's not supposed to, so hopefully you don't see too much warped edges using this lens. But by the way, the lighting isn't awesome today, but it's good enough to do this. It's medium. It's getting closer to evening. It's winter time. It's a little cloudy. It's kind of overcast. so it's not ideal. But let's switch lenses now to the fisheye lens and see what that looks like. All right, so this, as you can see, I can frame it pretty cool here. This is what I'm doing with this with my watch, but it helps me frame it up nicely. So you can really see my arm. Obviously, this fisheye lens is really doing a number here, getting me super wide, and it works pretty good. Not incredibly a lot wider than the wide angle or the ultra wide option that I had with the newer, I think it's 18 mil or 16 mil, whatever it is. But this fisheye is definitely wider. Again, there's going to be some slightly warped edges on this, but you get a really wide field of view. So this is kind of gives you that action cam look, you know, when you've got your action cam kind of zoomed out as much as possible. It's not cropped in too much. This is kind of the look you'll get, and it works pretty good. So now I'm not using a gimbal, as you can see, or anything. I'm just using this sort of, I'm going to put my arm up here because it's getting tight. I'm just using the cage that I have on here with a grip on it. It's not even a selfie stick. You know, a selfie stick, I'd even be able to get it out further, especially if you have some sort of telescopic option with it where you can push it out even further. But pretty cool. Thought it would be neat to share this with you guys. These lenses from Neewer are not expensive. They're about $50 to $60 each. And the cage was this aluminum cage was about 40 bucks. That's Canadian. So these are definitely a well-priced options. They're good quality glass lenses. Are they the best? Probably not. I mean, there's $200, $300 lenses that do the same thing. Probably going to be better. But for what I'm doing, this is more than good enough quality. And it allows me to not have to bring other cameras with me. So I don't have to bring other cameras if I want to do different things. If I just have my phone, I just need to bring a lens with me, and I can get these wide angle views really quick and easy. I do have a really cool selfie stick thing. It's going to be a super compact foldable one that goes on my MagSafe safe on the S24. So that'll be another really compact option for allowing me to use like a selfie stick kind of thing with the camera. That helps for holding it. And I have a different case that has these 17 millimeter threaded option. That's just a basic case from Neewer. It's quite small. It's not so big and bulky as this aluminum one here. And it allows me to have a normal phone case that I can screw on these lenses really quick and easy because it's got the 17 mil adapters right on it. So that's a real cool option. So I just need to bring my lens. Essentially, I could just hold the phone in my hand. I don't even need a selfie stick if I don't need to, because I can get my arm out pretty far with these wide angle lenses, and it does a good job. All right, hopefully this was interesting. Don't forget to like, subscribe, it helps me out. I'm trying to build this channel. It's got a lot of viewers. I got like 50,000 subscribers, or almost 60,000 now, but you know, everyone wants more views, and I'd like to get some more interaction, more comments. Comment if you can, ask me questions. It all helps the channel. All right, thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Check me out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of them, Threads, you name it. I'm on pretty much everything. So check all those channels. Until next time, take care.